Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the Coins Alert channel. As is always the case with you, this is Rich doing yet another video today, this time on XRP. As a result, I hope that each and every one of you is having a good day today, and regardless of where you are in this amazing globe, we are going to talk about XRP. In addition, this is a result of XRP drops, in-depth articles on Ripple, no evidence of prior awareness. The objective of their research is to improve privacy. Blockchain technology is being applied to a wide range of applications, including voting systems, financial identity verification, supply chains, and content trade, among others. As we move forward, I believe that because of the advent of artificial intelligence, we are going to run into a dilemma when it comes to the exchanging of material. Blockchain is the solution to this problem. For blockchain, supply chains are a no-brainer application. Because we are moving forward into the future, it is going to be necessary for everyone to have a digital identity in order to use even a bank account. Voting systems, on the other hand, I believe that all voting should be conducted on the blockchain. There are already those who are talking about the elections that are going to take place in November, and they are suggesting that they are going to be completely rigged. Because of this, we need to ensure that the voting process is completely open and honest. The conclusion of the Palo National Government Payment Service Phase 2A, which was carried out in collaboration with Ripple's Central Bank Digital Currencies and Central Bank Engagements team, is another source of this information. Using Ripple's blockchain technology, the project investigated whether or not it would be possible to incorporate a tokenized version of the United States dollar into Palo's infrastructure. Also, have a look at the first area that they decided to improve. Because stablecoin regulations are going to be implemented in the very near future, the legal and regulatory framework is going to be necessary. In the near future, crypto rules will be implemented, and such regulations will probably certainly be similar to Mecca in the future. In a digital world where money is transferred digitally across borders, it is impossible to have digital distinct norms with regard to the digital world. It is impossible to have distinct regulations traveling from one country to the next, otherwise the system will not function properly. Moreover, I am in possession of Palo's digital identification. That was necessary for me to be able to use Maxi. I figured I would just put that out there for everyone to see. Few people are aware that Ripple was the one who initially invited the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and dozens of central banks to attend the Ripple Central Bank Summit. The effects that distributed ledger technology would have on their economy in the year 2017. Now, give that some thought. Ripple extended an invitation to all of these central banks, as well as the International Monetary Fund, to attend and listen to them discuss distributed ledger technology (DLT). That was the catalyst that led us to the point where we are at the moment. Once upon a time, everything began. At the same time, individuals continue to assert that, somebody else is going to come up with a system that is superior to Ripple, and moreover, they are intending to launch a cryptocurrency that is superior than XRP in future releases. The fact that everything that we see now has been building up for years is something that most people are unaware of. This is not something that occurred overnight, nor is it something that has occurred over the course of the past several years. Over the course of a considerable amount of time, this has been developing, and very soon XRP is going to go live on all of those rails. And have you ever taken the time to observe the manner in which Brad communicates with the International Monetary Fund? He does it with such self-assurance, knowing that the IMF is going to be utilizing Ripple and XRP. On the 19th of August at 3 in the morning, the XRP ledger testnet will reset for 15 minutes in order to improve its efficiency and stability. What's more, I've heard someone remark that they're doing this with the expectation that something very significant will take place. On the blockchain of XRP, I'm not sure, but I believe that it's simply a routine test that they're performing, a routine reset, and after that, the system is going to be back up and performing its normal functions. The only thing they are doing is ensuring that everything is safe and stable. The final verdict in the SEC vs. Ripple case has resulted in South Korea leading the world in terms of breaking XRP volume. We are aware that Korea is a huge fan of XRP. In addition, it appears that they are purchasing much more than people in the United States are purchasing at this time. However, you should know that this makes perfect sense because other nations are observing the emergence of cryptocurrency. They believe that certain nations will become centers for cryptocurrency. In the United States of America, there are still a lot of people who believe that, we are never going to adopt cryptocurrency, as if cryptocurrency is going to fade away one day by some mysterious force. It is for this reason that when you talk to people who are not involved in cryptography, they do not see what we see. The magnitude of this is something that they are unaware of. In fact, they are completely unaware of the fact that a brand new financial system is currently being constructed in real time. A judgment against the fraudulent activities of FTX and Alameda was announced today by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission (CFTC) in the amount of $12.7 billion, in the form of restitution and disgorgement. Every single penny will be allocated to the victims. This is the largest settlement that the Commodity Futures Trading Commission (CFTC) has ever reached, and it is intended for the people who have been defrauded by this scam. Therefore, I am curious about the amount of that money that will be returned to the cryptocurrency market. I have no doubt that some individuals will have left cryptocurrency and will never come back, but I believe that a significant amount of that money will come flooding back in. From this point forward, let's see where things go. In an effort to counter Trump's appeal to the business community, Democrats have launched a campaign called Crypto for Harris. In this fall's election, the Democratic faction of the Bitcoin business is resolute in its commitment to prevent Donald Trump from gaining a majority of the cryptocurrency vote. In all honesty, I don't believe that people are going to be fooled by this lie. It is impossible to be against cryptocurrency for such a long period of time and then suddenly become in favor of it overnight. And you should know that she was the vice president throughout the time that all of this anti-crypto campaign was going on, during the time that the SEC was attempting to destroy crypto, and while they were also trying to crush innovation. In the future, I do not believe that it will be favorable for Harris, and that is what I am telling you. In the case of cryptography, not at all. So Putin signs a law that allows cryptocurrency mining, which is a step forward for Russia's efforts to capture the moment in digital assets. And once more, have a look at what they are discussing right now. The new restrictions stipulate that the only individuals or organizations that will be permitted to engage in large-scale cryptocurrency mining activities are Russian legal corporations and individual entrepreneurs that have registered with the government. There are, however, individuals who are able to mine digital currency without registration if they do not exceed the energy consumption restrictions that have been established by the Russian government. Not only that, but they are also working toward international payments. And Russia is already in the process of putting legislation into place. What, therefore, is the next step? Cryptocurrency restrictions are now required in the United States. Since the year 2022, I have been warning you that Russia is making rapid progress. BRICS has a rapid expansion rate. BRICS and Russia are the only two countries that the United States can catch up with. So it is highly likely that regulations will be implemented here in the United States very soon as well. The United Nations will publish a study on organized cybercrime in 2024. It is clear that organized crime groups are using USDT more than any other cryptocurrency, as evidenced by the growing number of cases involving cyber fraud, money laundering, and underground banking. This is the reason why Tether's hours are running out. In a cryptocurrency market that is characterized by legal clarity, the proliferation of a stablecoin that is both anonymous and unregulated and that is associated with international criminal organizations will not persist for very long. A direct illustration of the function that Tether plays in money laundering schemes is provided by the United Nations in the diagram that can be found below. Additionally, this is the means by which they intend to link Bitcoin to the illegal practice of money laundering. As soon as Tether is taken offline, Bitcoin will be taken along with it. Even JP Morgan anticipates that the use of Tether will drop as a result of the forthcoming restrictions regarding stablecoins. If laws are implemented, Tether will appear to be less appealing in comparison to stablecoins that have greater compliance and transparency. JP Morgan is aware of his compliance. In light of this, pay attention to what they said there. Something that is regulated or that is transparency and compliance will appear to be less appealing to something that is regulated. What will happen to cryptocurrency in the future? Give it some thought. When you realize that XRP is being used by major financial institutions and banks all around the world, as well as central banks, and everyone else sees it occurring, you will feel a sense of accomplishment. I am curious as to where you believe the money is going to come from. It is going